Hi everyone, and welcome to Paper Pumpkin Week here on Creative Chelsey. Today I'm excited to share with you my third alternative card design created with the January 2026 Paper Pumpkin Kit called Special Delivery. This kit includes everything you need to make 9 beautiful Valentine's cards, 3 in these 3 different designs. The original cards are quick and adorable. So the card I'm sharing with you today is all about soft layers, balanced symmetry, and heartfelt details. I absolutely love the sentiment on this one. It's perfect for encouragement, friendship, or just letting someone know they're appreciated. This sentiment is from a past Paper Pumpkin kit, since I didn't want to only make Valentine's Day cards with this kit. If you are new to my channel and would like to continue to see all of my Paper Pumpkin alternatives, make sure to subscribe using the link in the bottom right corner. I would love to be your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. If you're interested in getting your own Paper Pumpkin subscription, please use the link in the description below to subscribe. All right, so before we begin, let's just walk through the things that you need. I'm going to be using a card base of Bubble Bath cardstock. I also have the solid light pink card base from the kit, and I've cut it to 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Then I've got the pink plaid envelope, and it is cut to 2 1/4 inches by 5 3/8 inches. I also have the white gold edged postage stamp die. I took the other 2 white flowers and used them for this card. I also have more old olive leaves that I stamped, or I die cut out with the Beautiful Blooms dies. So I have 4 of them, and again, they're in old olive cardstock. And then I've got some just basic white cardstock here. Oh, and then I've got my white card base from the kit. And this is the scrap piece that's left over. We're going to be using it for some stamping, and you may also recognize the stamps here. They're from last month's, so the December 2025 Paper Pumpkin Kit, and I thought they would be fun to add to my card today. So we're going to be stamping on that piece. And then I've got 2 pieces of this white and gold baker's twine, and they're both 10 inches. So on that solid piece, this is the 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. It's the solid pink card base from the kit. I'm going to splatter some Poppy Parade ink. This is just the dark marker, but you could also do the light, just to add a little bit of texture to the background. And then we're going to add the envelope piece. And you'll want to add it maybe a 1/2 inch or so from the left side. So use your grid paper or your glass mat to make sure it's nice and straight on your card. And then from here we can just add that directly to our card base. And again, this is that Bubble Bath color. So it's just a nice soft pink. You don't have to add any extra cardstock inside. You can write directly onto that card base. And because this is a nice, because it's 4 1/8, we've only removed 1/8 of an inch. There's going to be a nice skinny little border all the way around. Just make sure to smooth out all that liquid glue so it doesn't bubble up on you. Okay, so now that our card base is done, let's go ahead and work on some stamping. So on that gold scalloped postage tag, I guess, not really scallop, but postage stamp rectangle, we're going to stamp the greeting. And again, I'm using it's the Little Things That Matter. And I pulled it from the March 2024 Paper Pumpkin Kit. So if you don't have this, just look through your past kits or your other stamps to see if you have a greeting that you want to use. If you don't, you can just use one from this kit. That would be fine. I just wanted something a little different, and I thought this worked really nicely with the images that we're using. So that just gets stamped right in the center. And then we're going to use a couple of the images from the December 2025 Paper Pumpkin stamp set. I'm using this 5-leaf branch and then this little flower, berry, whatever you want to call that. And again, we're stamping it on the white card base. These are some scrap pieces that I have after cutting up and using the rest of it. Sorry, just looking for the stamps. So I've got garden green, and we're going to do that for the branch. And we need 5 of these. If you want to do more, you can. My first one didn't stamp very well, so I'm going to do 6. There. Okay. There's a little close-up of that. And then my little flower image, I'm going to stamp in Darling Duckling. And I need 3. You could do more. Okay. Oh. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut these out. You do want to get kind of close to the image just so that you create a nice delicate element for your card. So don't make the border too big. Okay, so there's the leaf. And I'm going to go ahead and do the other 4. So I've done those, and now I'm going to just do the little berries. These are actually easier than you think because you just get on top and then just do a little wiggle as you go around each one. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and do the other 2. All right, so I've gone ahead and added a glue dot to the back of them. That's why they're on my silicone craft sheet. And then we can start to add some of these things to our card. So I'm starting with the greeting, and I'm going to add dimensionals to the corners. And that's going to go just a little bit above the center. Then I'm going to place my small flower up in the corner and my big flower down in the bottom right. So small flower top left and larger flower bottom right. Put 2 on that one. Okay, and have it overlap the postage stamp die cut just a little bit. Then you can take your leaves and again separate the stem. You may also want to cut the bottom stem, and then you can add these, tuck them around. You can cut them if you want just singles or if you want them to go different directions. Something like that. You can kind of play around with it a little bit if you want. And then I did add just a single one. I'm going to just do this one on this side. Right here. Just to kind of balance it out just a little bit. Maybe I'll bring it down just a little more. There. Okay, so you can kind of play with those. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then you're going to add your garden green leaves, and you can just kind of tuck those around the old olive die cuts that you've added. They just add another layer of green. I think they're just really pretty. Let's see. Let's have one kind of hanging down just a little bit. I think it just starts to really create a more delicate look by adding those stamps. And then you can add the little yellow flowers. Maybe something like that. You can also do more as well if you'd like. Okay, so then you're going to take your gold twine, and just like we did this last time, so this is the golden white baker's twine, you're going to wrap it around to create 2 loops with the tail. And then you're going to connect them together. Again, use some glue dots. Maybe have to sandwich those together. Make sure you get all of those strands together. You don't want one to be loose. So if they're coming apart, you could use a bigger glue dot. You could use some tear and tape. I'm just going to kind of twist them together. Okay, I'm going to try really hard not to touch that. We're going to lift this up and tuck it right underneath all of that right there. Push it in. Pull this out. Fluff this just a little bit. All right. Once we get that in, it's going to look something like that. I can feel a little adhesive peeking out, so I'm just going to push that in a little deeper. And then we're going to repeat. So, okay. Put on the glue dots, one on the front, one on the back. And then maybe try to get those ends to go into the center. And then just on the opposite side. There we go. That was much easier. Okay. And then the last thing, if you want to add just a little more touch of gold, just to bring in some more of that accent, I'm just going to grab these low profile dots. And there's so many gold embellishments out there that you can use. So these are just some that I have. And I'm just going to pop them on to my card in a couple different places. I think I'm just going to use 3, but you could use more if you want. And your card is all done. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching me create this beautiful card today, and you learned some fun new techniques. If you're interested in getting your own paper pumpkin kit, please subscribe using the link in the description below. If you would like to see written instructions or close-up images on how I created this card, you can visit my blog, creativechelsey.com. Thanks so much for watching. Have a creative day. Bye.